Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Edmondson, a stress and wellbeing coach, and this is the third video on sleep and how to get better at it. These two videos are designed to empower you with the knowledge and skills to improve your sleep. We're all different, so it's important that you find what works for you. And whatever that is, be consistent because it can take a couple of weeks for things to change. In video 1, we explored some of the science around sleep and things you can do during the day to improve your sleep. And in the second video, we explored ways you could improve your bedroom environment to make it more sleep friendly. In this video, we're going to look at sleep and the nervous system, and you will have an opportunity to find out if you have any sleep associations. In video 1, we explored some of the science around sleep and things that you can do during the day to improve your sleep. In video 2, we looked at the sleep environment and ways to make this more sleep friendly. In this video, we're going to look at sleep and the nervous system and how we can create a bedtime routine. During the video, you can answer some questions to find out if you have any sleep associations. These can be helpful or unhelpful behaviours that help you fall asleep. Some of us develop negative ones that can impact our quality of sleep. So sleep is a physiological state that's characterised by changes in brainwave activity, breathing, heart rate, body temperature and other biological functions. It's not something we can choose to do or not to do, although our mental state can impact our ability to fall and stay asleep. It's controlled by our autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is part of the peripheral nervous system that regulates automatic processes including heart rate, blood pressure, respiration and digestion, all those things that we don't actively think about. It has two main branches, the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Let's look at how the autonomic nervous system works to change our physiological state and our level of alertness moment to moment and how it's involved in sleep. The brain receives information from our internal and external environment, things like light, temperature, threats, and sends it via the brain to the rest of the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is like your gas pedal in your car. It makes you go. The more pressure you apply, the faster the car goes. Too much pressure and you get a speeding ticket. And for your bodies, this is fight and flight. Just like a fast car uses lots of fuel, fight and flight is very energy demanding. The PNS, or the parasympathetic nervous system, is like your car's brake. It slows you down, makes you relax, and at night time helps you fall asleep. During the day, these systems work to keep you in balance, a little bit of gas and a little bit of brake, trying to keep you in the optimum state of calm and alert. And you can see this in the middle in orange. Hundreds of hormones or chemical messengers play a part in this process. The time of day, what we do, what we eat, think and drink affects these hormones and our level of alertness. If we are stressed, we stimulate the release of cortisol, our go hormone, and this keeps us alert. Not helpful when you want to go to sleep. In relation to sleep, cortisol and melatonin are key hormones. Light and dark are key signals for these hormones. We can see in this graph that cortisol is highest in the morning when melatonin is at its lowest, and the opposite is true at bedtime. Cortisol is low and melatonin is high. Light switches on cortisol and melatonin off, and darkness switches melatonin on. However, if we have too much stress, this cortisol level, the stress hormone level, can remain high, and this can impact sleep. Let's explore some of the things you can do to send messages to your parasympathetic nervous system. Remember, this is your brake, and when you activate this branch of your nervous system, it will help you slow down, relax, get drowsy and fall asleep. So on the diagram, we're looking at this slowing down system to go to hyperaroused, drowsy and melatonin. And we have various hormones involved in this. Here are some examples of how we can influence our parasympathetic or brake system. Before we look closely at these, it's helpful to reflect on whether you have any sleep associations. So what are sleep associations? A sleep association is any behaviour that helps you fall asleep. Often children have strong sleep associations, maybe a dummy, a nightlight, a special toy, or falling asleep next to a parent. But these can cause nighttime waking. For adults, a sleep association could be lying on your side or placing a pillow in a certain way. When we wake in the middle of the night, we recreate the sleep association by lying on our side again and repositioning the pillow. On the next slide is a list of common sleep associations. Pause the video here and reflect on whether you have any sleep associations. Use the list. However, there might be something that you need that's not listed. Once you become aware of these sleep associations, you can decide if they are helpful or unhelpful and make necessary changes. Remember, if these conditions change once you have fallen asleep, you are more likely to wake after the next sleep cycle. And if it's the case and it's disrupting your sleep, make changes because this will help. Now we're going to look at how to create a helpful bedtime routine. We are going to use what we know about sleep and the nervous system to help us do this. We will consider things like stress, light and dark, temperature, calming activities, and importantly, having a consistent routine. So, start your bedtime routine 45 to 60 minutes before bedtime. This is the time you want to get into bed, not be asleep. Make your to-do list. Get all your thoughts and concerns out of your head and onto paper. Some people find journaling helpful, where they write for 15 minutes and they process the day. Do this away from your bedroom. After you've done your to-do list, dim the lights. The most important signal to your brain to produce melatonin is darkness. Next, limit the use of electronic devices. Watching TV, playing video games, using mobile phones and social networking can make it significantly harder for you to fall and stay asleep. This is partly because electronic devices emit blue light, which has been found to suppress melatonin, the sleep hormone. But also, using these devices helps your mind stay active and engaged, and you might even feel stressed. Your go system is activated, and this is not helpful in the evening when you want to relax so you can fall asleep. So choose activities that are calming for you instead. And here are some suggestions. Remember, we're all different, so you need to find what works for you. I'm now going to share how some of these activities can help using what we know about sleep and the nervous system. First, take a warm bath or shower. And you can even try adding aromatherapy oils such as lavender, rose or sage. There's a lot of evidence of their effectiveness in promoting and improving sleep. On the graph, you can see how core body temperature varies over 24 hours, with a downward trend from 6 p.m. in the evening. A warm bath is particularly effective as it helps trigger your core body temperature to drop as your body cools you down, and this helps induce a drowsy, ready for bed state. A hot water bottle placed on the Learning how to calm your body is an important part of learning how to get ready for sleep. I've already shared the 5-finger breathing technique in video 1. This is a great tool to use as you lie down in bed. Focus on deep, slow, outward breaths that stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system and help you calm, relax and fall asleep. I'm going to share another technique for calming that can be used anytime, but is particularly effective as part of a bedtime routine to help prepare your mind and body for sleep. It's called body scan. So I'd like to share with you now a technique called body scan. So you can do this sitting or you can do it in a lying position. I'm going to talk you through a seated position. So I'd like you to get comfortable in your chair and relax. And if you're comfortable in doing so, just close your eyes and focus on the space between your eyes, just here. This calms your brain. Take a deep, slow breath in and place your feet flat on the floor, really feeling your feet in contact with the ground underneath you. Drop your shoulders and relax your jaw. To help you do this, you can just place your tongue by your front top teeth. And just take a few more deep, slow breaths like this for a moment. Breathing in through your nose and really feeling you fill the whole part of your lungs. So I'd like you to start by focusing on your toes. Scrunch them up and then release. Now relax your ankles and your calf muscles. Imagine they're dripping towards the floor. Now relax your knees and your thigh muscles. Let your thigh muscles melt into the seat beneath you. Remember, let any thoughts you have just float up and away like they're in an air bubble. And now relax your buttocks. Again, let them just sink into the chair. Let go of any tension you're holding there. And your pelvic area. And begin to notice any tension you may have in your back. Breathe deeply in, and as you breathe out, slowly relax and release any tension you may have in your back. Remember to breathe in through your nose, and if you want to, you can breathe out through your mouth. Now your shoulders. Lift them up and then release completely. Wonderful. Take another few deep, slow breaths. Really focusing on letting the tension go from those muscles in your neck and your back. So now it's time to relax your neck and jaw muscles. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let go of any tension you're holding in your neck and your jaw. Finally, the top of your head. I'd just like you to hunch your shoulders up one last time and release your shoulders, and any remaining tension can sink down and flow out of you. Wonderful. Just take a few more deep breaths and enjoy this feeling of relaxation and calm for a little while longer. I'd like you now to slowly bring your attention back to the room. Begin noticing the sounds around you, and when you're ready, open your eyes. So, how are you feeling? Are you feeling calmer and more relaxed? That's great. This is something that you can practice in your preparation to bed or any time during the day, just to take you out of that fight and flight and back into that rest and recovery stage. So creating a calm and consistent routine is a key way to help yourself improve your sleep. Remember to think about light and dark, your temperature, and to try out different calming activities as part of that evening routine. This is the end of video 3. Thank you, and I hope you sleep well.